So I'm driving to Indianapolis, which is the capital of Indiana, if you didn't know that. It's about an hour and, I don't know, probably 45 minutes away from my home, from my house. It's going to be kind of a mixed video between an update, and then I also want to do a video response to TipToeChick's just for fun video. Update is, I haven't posted any videos. I haven't even really been on my Facebook page in a couple weeks. School and everything started, and I was busy with that. And actually, first of all, I'm sorry if the phone's kind of jiggly. I'm not in my truck, so I don't have my little anchor thingy that I usually, like my little phone thing that I put my phone on, and usually it sits right there. I'm actually holding my phone because I'm in my boyfriend's car. My truck decided to break down. Well, I don't know if it's broken down or something's wrong with the wheel. I think it's either the ball joints or the wheel bearings or something like that. So I just thought it wasn't very safe to be driving. I really don't want to be going 75 miles down the interstate and my wheel fall off. So I am driving my boyfriend's Cavalier. Plus it gets better gas mileage anyways. So, but last Thursday, I think, oh yeah, I did post on my Facebook page that my dad was in the hospital. He did go, they thought that he was in kidney failure, they thought he had sepsis and severe pneumonia. They transferred him to a better hospital, which is in Indianapolis. They transferred him there from his which he actually lives in my hometown, and they transferred him from the hospital there to the hospital in Indianapolis, and they said that he's not in kidney failure yet. He does only have one kidney, and it is in stage. It's pretty bad, but he's not in kidney. We're not quite to the failure part yet. We're getting close, but not yet, which is a good thing. So, sorry, I'm on an interstate, and these semis are crazy. Anyways, he's been in the hospital for for exactly a week now, and they have found that he did have severe pneumonia. And they've had him on antibiotics for that, and then they moved him out of the ICU into a regular medical area, and when he got there, he was having some really bad chest pains, and they thought it might have been from his heart. They're thinking that the pains were just from the pneumonia. And then I finally came home. I stayed in Indianapolis with some family for a couple days so that I could be close, because I'm his power of attorney and stuff, and I didn't want to be 2 hours away and something happened, so I did stay within the area. But I did finally come home, and then he was having some arrhythmial tachycardia, which, if some of you don't know what that is, it's basically meaning that his heart was going very, very fast, faster than it should be. And he has a pacemaker and a defibrillator, and his defibrillator didn't go off, and they were wondering why that was happening. So they did some tests and found out the main lead that goes from the defibrillator to his heart has a short in it, meaning that when his heart was going into tachycardia, it wasn't bouncing back to the defibrillator enough that it would shock him and bring him back to normal pace, which is what a defibrillator does. It's basically like those electronic things that they, if somebody's coding, they put on their chest and bounce them, electrocute them back to life. That's basically what the defibrillator does, and it has a short in it, so it's not doing what it's supposed to. So they have to do an operation probably the 1st of next week. They're going to go in and replace that lead. Now, it's a very scary process because of the fact that my dad is so sick, and he doesn't do very well under anesthesia. To give you a little history on my dad, he's 47. When he was 28, he had open heart surgery to replace his heart valve. I can't remember what it's called. It's a mechanical heart valve that replaced his one of the valves in his heart that the blood pumps through. If any of you have ever taken an anatomy class or anything, you'll know what I'm talking about. But basically, he has a mechanical heart valve because when he was born with a birth defect, and they actually were going to do a study on him when he was 28 because the doctors, there was something wrong. Something was wrong with his heart, and they couldn't figure it out. And they were going to do a case study on him because they thought his heart was in upside down and backwards. Well, turns out that it's not upside down and backwards. It's just sideways in his chest. which isn't right. So it's caused him a lot of problems. I think when he was 32 or 33, he had another heart attack, and then that's when they put the pacemaker and the defibrillator in. So since then, he's fought cancer twice. He has one kidney because he did have renal carcinoma, which is cancer of one of the kidneys. So they took that kidney out. They had to take a gallbladder out because he had severe gallstones. He's had bladder cancer, and he had to have tumors removed from his bladder. He has fatty liver disease, so that causes him a lot of chronic pain. My dad is just a huge mess, is what he is. And yeah, it's kind of a process, and since him and my mom got divorced, they got divorced when I was 18, I've been his power of attorney pretty much ever since. And so every time something happens like this, he's in the hospital, something goes wrong, I'm right there with him the whole time. I have to be. I'm the only one he's got. My little brother's only 17, so he's not quite old enough to handle anything yet. And I think even when he turns 18, I'm not gonna make him become another power of attorney, because I just don't think my brother can handle the responsibility of it yet. But yeah, so I'm on my way to see my dad. Like I said, he's gonna be having surgery sometime next week on the wire, or the lead that goes from his heart to his defibrillator. Like I said, it is a little scary. I know that he doesn't do well under anesthesia. Basically, I mean, he is not he does not have a do not resuscitate order, because he's not end of life, you know. So I mean, if he were to go into full code or something while he was in surgery, they would try to bring him back. But in all reality, in my reality, I know that if he were to go full code and they were to try to resuscitate him with CPR and paddles and all that, I really don't think he'd come back from it. And it is, as upsetting as that is, that's kind of the reality that I've come to terms with. This isn't the first time that we've had a scare from my dad, him being sick and stuff, that I think I've just gotten used to it. And I don't know if that's a bad thing or not, but you know, it's just something that I have come to terms with. And I haven't really said it to anybody, but yeah, I mean, if he were to pass away, I would, of course, I would miss him. He's my dad. He's the only one I've got, and there's, you know, it would be a shame to see him go. You know, not to be able to see my brother graduate, or me get married, or my brother get married, or see us have kids, or anything like that. I mean, yeah, it would be a shame, but I think I would be okay with it, because he has just suffered for so long with all of these different health issues that it's sad. So I'm dealing with that right now, so that's why I haven't posted a lot of videos. I haven't done anything on Facebook or anything like that, other than, you know, ask for you guys to send some healing vibes and some blessings and stuff. I really appreciate it if you did. Anyways, so yeah, I am driving. I'm almost to Indianapolis. I'm actually going through Plainfield right now, so anyways, I did want to do a quick little video response to TipToeChick. My fiance, or my boyfriend, I don't know. That's so weird. We're calling each other fiancés, but he hasn't even asked yet. We've picked out the rings, but we're planning a vacation for spring break to New York City, and I have a feeling that's when he's actually going to pop the question and get me my ring. But my boyfriend, fiance, whatever you want to call him, we watched your video on the Just for Fun video, D, on the words and how to say them and all that kind of stuff. And honestly, it gave me a good laugh, and I kind of needed it the other night, so I really appreciate it. But we were talking, and you know, I don't see how. I say root, I guess. As far as the word root, I say root. I don't say root. Timmy doesn't say root. You know, we say root. Roof is another story, because, I'm not quite sure, you know, but somebody was staring at me as I'm talking to my phone. It's funny. I do say roof. Sometimes it just depends, I think. There's times I say roof, there's times I say roof. I think it just depends. Now, I don't know about this whole pregnant thing, whatever. I do say pregnant. What was the other word? Antenna. I say antenna. Antenna. I don't know. Antenna. Montana. Antenna. Antenna is what I say. Now, one word that Timmy and I seem to argue about all the time is the word sausage. How do y'all say sausage? Okay, I say sausage. Apparently I'm saying it funny. I don't know. Timmy says that I'm saying it funny. Sausage. What's wrong with saying sausage? Okay, he says it's like sausage or something like that. I don't know. I say sausage, you know. Sausage, potatoes, and green beans. Sausage and potatoes. Whatever. Sausage. I don't see what the big deal is. I need to get over here. Woo! About missed my exit. So yeah, I don't know. That's all I got for now. I am getting into some busier traffic, so I should probably get off of here and post this video. But I love you guys, and thank you so much for all of your thoughts and your blessings and your good vibes. I really appreciate it. And I hope y'all have a great day, and I hope to get back with you guys soon. I've got a few things I want to show you and a few more videos that I want to do, so hopefully I'll get around to it. Just, you know, forgive the absence and stuff, because it's very hectic. My life's become very hectic at the moment, and until my dad gets out of the hospital, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with him when he gets out, because I don't think he's going to be able to stay by himself, and it's just kind of busy and hectic and all that. So anyways, I will let you guys go. I love you a bunch, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!